Hello, this is Michael at My Crooked Road Homestead. Hope everyone's getting along all right today. Well, it's a windy March day out here. Just as windy can be. The last couple of days, I've been working on this 2.5. I'm going to show you a little bit what I've gotten done up here. But I want you to look at this sumac that I've been working on. I've been cutting it back, getting it back. I want to get this tree right here. I want to get cleaned up all over it. See how close it is to my cabin right here. I want to get this area right in here all cleaned up. I got a big pile of stuff over here that I don't know how I'm going to get it out of there other than dig it out. You know, I don't have a tractor or box blade or anything like that. My neighbor across the street's got a skid steer he said I could use, but we have to change all the fluids in it before I can get that all moved out. But I'm going to get it there. But it's really starting to come around. I made this pathway in through here where I could mow instead of having to go out to the road out there. I can just come through here, and I've got another spot over here. But we're going to walk on up here because I want to show you this pasture that I've been working on. You know, there's a lot of work in this. You wouldn't think there is, but there is. But we're up here getting pretty close to the road up here. I'm going to walk right in here. I've got a path in here this is where I first began, was right here. Drove in here and started mowing all of this. But you'll notice over here, you can see that little berm right there. It looks like where they pushed some dirt up and then all that back in there. But I'll get it all out. This big cedar tree here, I want to trim it up just like that cedar out there in my drive-in area. I want to get it trimmed up. But this is what I've been working on. And it's really kept me busy. I'm getting back. I still got about probably 70, 80 feet back to the fence row back there. Just look at all of this. I've gotten it all done. Just out there with that little JD mower of mine. Now this stuff here, I didn't try to mow this. I mowed a lot of these small trees and stuff. I mowed them with my mower, with my little JD mower. But this stuff here is all too big. So I'll get my weed eater with my saw blade on it, get up here and get all this stuff cut out. But I've really done a lot up here. I want you to see this little pine tree that I've got here. I've got 3 of these pine trees so far that I've found. Here's one here. Now, this is the second biggest one. And see how that's all opened up and everything. And right up here you see those trees right there. That's the neighbor's property over there. So this is what I've gotten done so far. You can see back towards my cabin there. And then down there in my other pasture area. See, we're kind of high up here, or higher than where my cabin is anyway. So it starts going back up. But, excuse me, I'm just getting her mowed just a little bit by a little bit. And up here, now there, I mowed a pathway into my neighbors over there. So if I wanted to come up, well, I could, instead of being out there on the road. But here's the other pine tree. Isn't that beautiful? It's great. I didn't even know they were on here, but they are. It's so nice to have them. And I've got a hardwood tree there. I'm sure hoping it ain't dead. You know, I've got another one here. I've got several heart trees, but I've got a lot of cedars in here. Some of these cedars I'm going to take out. But like these big cedars here, I'm going to trim them up at the bases of them and get them up. So if I ever do get any animals in here, well, these cedars will provide them with some shade. Now, those cedars that are out by the road out there, I'm going to leave them where you can't see back in here from the road. So that's my ideas behind it. Now, where I've got this over here, this clear space, see, there's nothing I can do about that. But like that cedar there, I can take it out. That cedar over there, I'm going to take it out. The smaller ones like this one, they're all going to be taken out. I'm going to take them all out. But these bigger ones, I'm going to leave them. And I'm going to trim them up at the base. That way, if I ever do get any animals over here, well, then they'll have a place to get shade when it gets about 110 degrees out here. And it does in the summertime. It gets hotter than blue blazes. And here's the third little cedar tree. Now, I haven't gotten back in this yet, so I don't know if there's any more cedars back in there or not. But there's the third one. And we come on back down here and back into this area down here, and you can see down there my other pasture and my cabin and all of that. We're coming back down here into this area. This is where I started all of it, so I'm getting there. Slow but surely, I'm getting there. It takes a little time to do it, but with perseverance, well, I can get her done. But here's my other little pathway that I cut in through here where I could come up here and mow. Is right through here by my cabin. And it's working real good. I'm moving right along on it. I don't know if I'll get out here today or not. Yesterday was my birthday. Turned a big whopping 75 years old yesterday. I've lived on this earth for 3/4 of a century. It's hard to believe I've made it this far, but I have. And I'm happy that I have. But you see all the difference. And one of these days in time, I'm going to have this over here looking like this over here. And that's my goal this year, is to get this all cleaned up and get it to where it looks like this over here. I'm real happy with it. But that's what I've gotten done with it so far. It's just amazing me. In here in the house, I'm going to take you in the house. I want to show you this before I get off of here. But we'll go in here and I want to show you this before we get off of here. But the last 2 days, I've been leaving my chickens in their coop until about 9 o'clock before I let them out. But this is what my chickens have given me the last 2 days. And remember, I only have 4 hens now, but I got 8 eggs there. So each of my birds are laying an egg. And I'm really happy to have that. I'm just happy as happy can be to have that. You know, they do such a great job in providing me with some eggs. In fact, I've been giving eggs. I've given eggs to gentlemen across the road, to several of my friends I've been giving some eggs to, and they're all glad to get them. But anyway, well, that's kind of where I'm at on my acreage over there, my 2.5 acres to the east of me. So anyway, well, I'm going to get off here. But as I always say, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Give me a thumbs up. Share it with others and have a blessed day. And I'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye.